Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll explain you Python Programming VTU Sem 1. This is part 2. I have explained part 1 video in the previous. Please check it out. If you are watching part 2 first, please go and check the part 1 video for clear clarity because it's a continuation of part 1 video. Please check it out. Before starting, if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to it for more videos related to Python and VTU related updates. Let us see the topics covered in this video. Variables in Python, variable names and keywords in Python, statements and expressions in Python, operators and operands in Python, type converted functions in Python, order of operations, that is PEMDAS rule in Python, operation on string in Python, input in Python, composition in Python, the modulus operator in Python. These are all the topics covered in this video. Make sure that you watch till the end to get the clarity on these topics. The first topic is variables in Python. What is variable? A variable is a name that shows the value. Here you can see the message. This is the variable name. It will store hello. This is the value. It is stored in the variable, which means we are assigning some value to that variable name. This is the example. N is equal to 7. We are assigning 17 to that n, and pi is equal to 3.14159. This is the value we assign to that pi. This is how we assign a value to the variable. Examples. Let us see assignment versus equality. What is assignment operator and equality? We have difference in that. Here assignment operator assigns a value to that variable. For example, if I take n is equal to 7, which means n gets the 17. I am assigning the value 17 to that n. Got it? This is the assignment operator. What is equality? It will check if two things are equal. For example, n is equal to 17. It will check whether n is equal to 17 or not. Got it? Here in the assignment operator, it will assign some value to that variable name. In equality, it will check whether the number and the value variable are equal. Got it? Here, invalid assignment. You cannot assign to a number. For example, 17 is equal to n. You cannot assign the value at the first because it's a value and this is the variable name. You can take like n is equal to 17, n is equal to 20. It is proper way, but this is not the proper way. 17 is equal to n. It will show an error. Let us see the variable names and keywords in Python. We have some rules to write the variable names. Let us see. It can be long. The variable name can be long. It can contain letters, digits and underscores. Here the digits in the sense I can take value 1, value 2 like this. This digit means value 1, value 2 or digit 1, digit 2 like that I can take. And it can contain the underscore as well. And it must start with the letter or underscore. Here the variable name shouldn't start with the digit like 7 value. It shouldn't start like that. It has to start with a letter or underscore. And it should not start with the number. Got it? It is case sensitive. Here name and name are different. Here the spelling and everything is same. But if you observe here, this is uppercase and this is lowercase. That's why here the variable name is case sensitive. For example, my name, this is a variable name, is equal to Aishwarya. This is the value that I have assigned to that my name. And price of tea is equal to 20. 20 is the value I have assigned to price of tea. This is how you have to take the variable names. Let us see the examples of illegal names that how shouldn't you take. Like start with a number. The variable name should not start with a number. That is 76. Anything. It should not start with a number. Okay, this is the illegal names. And contain symbols other than underscore. Here I have told you that it can contain the underscore. Other than underscore, it should not contain any symbols. This is also illegal name. Use keywords. You should not use the keywords because it is reserved words in Python. That's why you should not use the keywords. Those are special words in Python. Let us see what are all the Python keywords we have. Those are class, if, else and all. Keywords are special words that define the Python rules. Here the keywords are special words used in the Python. Those will define the Python rules. You will see in the later modules. It cannot be used as a variable name. I have told you. Let us see the examples for that keywords. Class, if, else, while, for, import, return, true, false, none. These are all the Python keywords. You can also call it as special words. Here we have good practice and bad practice to write a program. If you take a proper variable name, then it will be clear and meaningful to read and write the code easily. That's why you have to take like pi is equal to 3.142, radius is equal to 10, area is equal to pi r square. It will be easy and you will be able to understand easily. That's why you have to take this in major cases. It is very clear and meaningful. Bad practice is taking the random variable name where you will be not able to understand what exactly it means. It is very hard to understand. That's why try to take the clear and meaningful data variable names. The computer don't understand the meaning of that variable name. It will understand and take the only values. We are using the variable names just for the clear and meaningful and easy to read and write the code. Just naming a variable average won't calculate the average automatically. If I name a variable like average, it doesn't calculate the average because it doesn't understand what exactly the variable name you have given. It will calculate according to your instructions, okay? You must write the code to do it. Whatever the instructions you will give, according to that it will follow and give the output. And the next topic is statements and expressions in Python. Let us see what is statement. It is an instructions that Python can execute, which means it will work as an instructions. According to that instruction, the Python will execute the code. For example, we have taken the assignment statement so far. Let us take that x is equal to 10. I am assigning 10 to that x. Okay, this is the statement. Here we have used hashtag, which is comment line. It is ignored in Python. I have told you in the previous video. Other statement includes if statement, for loops, while loops and import statements. These are all also the statements in Python. Here the statements don't produce result directly. Here by taking that statement, it will not give the result directly. It just does some task according to that instruction. Very clear, right? And the next topic is expression. An expression is a combination of values, variables, operators or function calls that produces a result. Here it will produce a result which is a combination of values. Here you can see the values, variables and operators. You can see the operator here and function calls. Here in this example you can see the function call, that is length hello. This is a combination of these four: value, variable, operators and function call. it will produce the result. In the expression, you can see the result. For example, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1, this is the expression, and it will give the result as 2. Here, you can get the result in expressions. In this example, 1 and 1 are the values, and this plus is a operator. Here I have told you the combination of values, variables, operators and function calls. You can see in this example. And length hello. Here we are calculating the length of this hello. You will get 5 in the output because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the length of the hello is 5. That's why you will get 5 in the output. Expressions evaluate to a value which gives a value. A value or variable alone is also an expression. For example, 17. It's also a expression. And y is equal to 3.14. This is also an expression. And x is equal to length hello. Here x, when I take the x, it will go to x and calculate the length of the hello. It will print as the 5. And y, when I take y, it will go and check y. It will print output as 3.14. Very clear? Let us see the small difference in the statement and expression. Statement means it is a command or instruction. According to that instruction, the Python execution will happen. Here the expression means it produces the value or it will give a result. And the next topic is operators and operands in Python. Operator is a symbol that represents a computation or calculation. Here you can see addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponent, parenthesis. These are all the basic operators. Okay, these are all the operators. It is a symbol that represent a computation or calculation, any calculation. In this example, you can understand these two values. Here you can observe the addition operation is happening. Got it? In this example, addition is a operator and 20 and 32 are the operands. These two are the operands. Operand means the values. Here these two are the values and operands on which the operator works. These two values will work on that operator, which is addition. Here the addition is the operator and 20 and 32 are the operands. Okay. And these are the basic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponent, which is power, and parenthesis of grouping. For example, this is an example of exponent. 2 exponent 3, which is 2 power 3. You will get 8 as output. 2 power 3 is 8. And 3 exponent 2, you will get output as 9 because 3 power 2 is 9. And 5 plus 9 into 15 minus 7. When you get this kind of questions, you have a rule for that to solve. First, you have to solve the parenthesis, which is inside the bracket, that is 5 plus 9 and 15 minus 7. After that, you have to do the multiplication part. You will get 112 as the result. Here in the division types, we have two types in the division types, that is normal division and float division. In normal division, the result is always a float, which means the result is given in a floating point number. If I take 7 divided by 4, the result in 1.75. It is a float point number. And float division, the result is whole number. For example, if I take 7 float division 4, the result is 1, which is whole number. For 6 float division 4, you will get the result minus 2. Got it? It is a whole number. And it is truncated towards negative infinity. We have minus infinity, 0 and infinity. It is truncated towards negative infinity. And let us see an example which is converting minutes to hours. Here we are using those two, normal division and float division. Here minutes is equal to 645. We have 645 minutes. We have to convert those minutes to hours. Hours is equal to minutes divided by 60. Here hours is equal to minutes floor division 60. Here you will get the result in floating point numbers, which is 10.75. In this case you will get the result in whole numbers. Why? Because we have used here floor division. That's why you will get the result as 10. In short, operators do the mathematical operations and operands are the values. Here this is a floating division. This is called as floor division. Choose based on whether you need to exact decimal values or whole numbers. Based on your output, you have to take the input. And the next topic is type converter functions in Python. How you can convert from one data type to another data type easily. Here, Python has built-in functions to convert value from one type to another type. That is integer to float, float to integer, string to integer. Anything you can convert easily. For that, Python has built-in functions. Let us take integer first. Convert float or string to integer. Let us see the example. Int 3.14. This is a floating point number. It will convert to integer. That's why it will take whole number. Int 3.9999. It will convert to integer. That's why the result will be 3. Int minus 3.999. It will be minus 3. And it is moving towards 0, not minus 4. And int 2345. It is a string data type because it is within the double quotes. That's why it is a string data type. It will convert to integer, that is 2345 without double quotation. And int 17, which is integer data type, it will take as it is. Error if the string is not a valid number. Here int 23 bottles. It is not a number and it will show an value error because integer deals with only digits or numbers. When you take these kind of inputs, it will show you an value error. You will get an error message. And the second one is float. You can convert any number to floating point numbers. Let us see the example. Float 17. From integer to it is converting to float. That will be 17.0. And float 123.45. It is in the string. It will convert to float, which is 123.45. Very simple, right? And the next one is string. Let us see the example. String 17. This is a integer data type. It will convert to string by adding the quotation mark, double quotation. And string 123.45. Same. It will add the quotes, double quotes. And it is a string example. Int means it will cut the decimals, which gives the whole numbers. Float means it will converts into decimal form and string converts into text form by adding the quotation marks. Let us see the order of operation, which is PEMDAS rule in Python, how exactly it will work. When multiple operators appear, Python follows precedence rules, just like mathematics, which is PEMDAS rule. First P means this is parenthesis. The highest precedence, for example, 2 into 3 minus 1. Here you have to give the high priority to that parenthesis. You have to solve this first. That will be 3 minus 1, you will get 2. After that, by that result, you have to multiply with the remaining 2. You will get the output as 4. Got it? Then the next example is 1 plus 1 exponent 5 minus 2. In this case, you have to solve which is there inside that parenthesis. 5 minus 2, you will get 3. 1 plus 1, you will get 2. 2 exponent 3, you will get the result as 8 because 2 power 3 is 8. And you have to give second priority to the exponentiation. Here, it is done after parenthesis. Let us see an example. 2 exponent 1 plus 1. You have to solve the exponent first. Here 2 power 1 you will get 1 plus 1 you will get 2 plus 1, this will be 3. 2 power 1 is 2 plus 1 you will get 3 in the output, not 4. Here 3 into 1 exponent 3. In this case you have to solve this exponent first, which is 1 power 3. You will get 3 here. And 1 power 3 you will get 1, and 1 into 3 you will get 3 only, not 27. You have to solve exponent in this case. And the third step, you have to give priority to the multiplication and division. Let us see with the example. 2 into 3 minus 1, in this case you have to take, which is multiplication. 2 into 3 you will get 6, 6 minus 1 it is 5. And 5 minus 2 into 2 you have to take the multiplication first. 2 into 2 you will get 4. 5 minus 1 you will get 5 minus 4 you will get 1. And the next priority is addition and subtraction. Here let us see the example. 6 minus 3 plus 2. In this case you have to solve from the left to right. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 plus 2, 5. You will get 5 as output. This is left to right rule. Operators with the same precedence are evaluated from the right to left to right. This is the example that I have explained here. 6 minus 3 plus 2. You will get 5 as the output. Here exception exponentiation. In this exponent case you have to take from right to left. Let us take an example, that is 2 exponent 3 exponent 2. In this case you have to solve from the right to left, which is 3 exponent 2. You have to do first 3 exponent 2. After that, by that result you have to do 2 exponent that number. Then only you will get the proper result. And in this case you have to take the parenthesis first, because this is the rule. 2 exponent 3 you have to solve this first. You will get 8. Then you have to take the 8 exponent 2. 8 power 2 you will get the 64 as output. Here plus and minus are the same level, and multiplication, division, exponent, modulus are same level. These are higher than the addition and subtraction. Always use the parenthesis if you are unsure. Means if you get these kind of examples, then you have to solve from right to left. Let us see the next concept, which is operations on string in Python. Here mathematical operations don't work on string, because string is not a number, not a digit. That's why the mathematical operations don't work on string. Here you cannot do addition, multiplication, subtraction and division like numbers if both are strings or one is string and other is number. You cannot do any operations in strings, because in strings you may get both are the strings, or one string or one more is digit. In that case also you cannot do any operations in strings. Let us see with the example. Message minus 1. You cannot subtract from the message anything. That's why it will show an error message. Hello divided by 1, 2, 3. You cannot do that. It will show an error message. Message into hello. It is also an error. 15 plus 2. 15 is a string and 2 is a integer. It cannot happen. That's why it is an error. String concatenation. Let us see how exactly it works. Plus operator joins the strings end to end. Let us see with an example for better understand. Fruit is equal to banana. Baked good is equal to nut bread. Here we have taken two variable names, which are fruit and baked good. Banana is assigned to fruit. Baked good. Here nut bread is assigned to baked good. These two are the variable names, and these two are the values assigned to those variable names. Here print fruit plus baked good. Fruit means it will go to fruit. print the value of that fruit, which is banana, and baked good, it will go to the baked good and print the value of that baked good, which is nut bread. Here I have used the addition operator to concatenate the two strings, which is fruit and baked. Got it? If you observe in the output, you will get banana nut bread, which means I have concatenated the two strings by using addition operator. Here, space in the strings is very important to separate the words. When you use the space here, if you observe space is there here, this space will separate two words, two values. That's why it is very important to give the space here. Here the one more string operation is string repetition. Here we use multiply operator. It will repeat the string multiple times. Here we can give how many times we want to replicate that, how many times we want to repeat that string. Here we have rules to that. One operand is the string. You can observe one string here. The other is integer. Here we have one integer and one string. Let us see with example. Print fun into 3. Here you will get the output as fun, which is repeated 3 times the same string. This is how exactly the string operation will work in multiplication, which means repetition. It works like analogy to multiplication. Like it will multiply 3 times by taking fun into 3. It will take fun 3 times. Very simple, right? This is how exactly it will work in Python. And here we have some important notes, which is addition and multiplication mean something different for strings than the numbers. When you take these two operators in numbers, it will add and multiply those numbers and give some value. But in case of strings, addition operator used to join the strings and multiplication is used to repeat the same string. It is not exactly like math. For example, string concatenation or repetition is not commutative. Means we are not calculating something. And here a plus b is not equal to b plus c. For example, if I take apple and banana, apple as a and b as banana, here it is not equal to banana and apple. I think you got it. Apple and banana are not equal to banana and apple. This is a general sense for meaning. Here it cannot subtract or divide the strings. Here addition is used to join the strings or concatenate the two strings, and multiplication is to repeat the same string. One operand must be string. Here it should be string and other should be a integer data type number. Let us see how input function will work in Python, getting the user input. Use the input function to get the input from the user. When we want to take the input from the user, we use input function. Let us see with an example. Name is equal to input. Please enter your name. Here you have to enter your name. This is how it will work. Input always returning a string. It always returns in a string. Even if the user enters a number, for example age, ID, anything which are number, to use numeric input, convert it. It will convert it into that particular data type, which is integer and float. Let us say with an example, which is age is equal to, it is a number, that's why take int input, enter your age, and height is equal to float input, enter your height. Here we are converting that data type from string to float and from string to integer data type. Input always returns a string. If you need, it is convert to entire float whenever it is needed. Let us see the composition in Python. Programming allows combining smaller blocks, which is variables, expressions, statements and function calls into larger program, which means you can combine all the smaller blocks of the code, which is variable, expression, statement, function calls, everything you can combine together to make it larger program. Let us see with the example. Compute the area of the circle, which is calculate the area of the circle. Here the example is response is equal to input. What is your radius? In this case, it will take the input from the user. It will take the radius, and r is equal to float response. It will convert that input to float. And area is equal to 3.14159 into r exponent 2. It will compute the area. It will calculate the area in this step and print the area is area. This area will go to area and take the value of that area and print the result here. This same program is composed into fewer lines. Let us see how exactly we can do that. R is equal to float input. What is your radius? You can directly convert it to the float in single line. Take the float input. What is your radius? These two can be done in single line and directly print the output here. The area is 3.14159 into r square. You will get the output directly in only 2 steps. You can write the code in only 2 lines. And the next one is all in one line. You can write all these 4 lines in one line. Compact but less readable. You can compact these 4 lines of code in just one line. Let us see how exactly you can do that. Print the area is 3.14159 into float. We are all directly converting into float here. You can observe input. What is your radius? After radius power 2. You will get exponent 2. You are calculating it directly without taking input. Directly in one step only you are taking the input, calculating everything you are doing in only one single line of code. Got it? This is how exactly you can compute the program code. Here compact code in Python is fine, but clarity for humans is more important. Which means if you have clear clarity that how you can do it, then only do it. Beginners should prefer breaking code into smaller parts. If you are a beginner, then do it in a just break down into smaller codes and write it down for better understand. Compose small blocks into bigger programs but prioritize readability. Here, prefer which is more likely simple, which is very easy to read and write the code and understand. And the next concept is the modulus operator in Python, how exactly it will work. Here, it gives the reminder of the integer division. Here the modulus, by performing the modulus operation, it will give the reminder of the integer division. Let us see with an example. Here 7 floor division 3, you will get 2 as the quotient. This is a quotient. And 7 modulus 3, if you do modulus, you will get the remainder, which is 1. Got it? And here we have uses of this using this modulus. Check divisibility and get the last digits of the number. Here, by doing this modulus operation, we can check the divisibility easily. Let us see how we can do that. If x modulus y equal to 0, then print x is divisible by y. Means it will check the divisibility, whether it is divisible by 0 or not. If it is divisible by 0, it will print as x is divisible by y. Got it? And the second one is get the last digits or digits of the number. For example, x is equal to 1 to 3. X modulus 10, it will give the 3, which is the last digit of this number. Okay? X modulus 100 if I take, I will get 23 as the remainder. Here 23 is also last 2 digits you will get. Let us solve with an example code here. Time conversions. Use this time conversions code program. It will convert from seconds to hours, minutes and seconds. We are taking the seconds. It will convert to hours and take the remaining minutes and convert to minutes, and take the remaining seconds and convert to seconds. Let us see how exactly this code will work. Total seconds is equal to int input how many seconds in total, which means it will take the user input like 3671 or 5000. I have taken two inputs here. Those are 3671 and 5000. These two are in seconds. I have taken the input as seconds and convert it to integer. Here you can see it will convert those 2 seconds in the integer type. And the second line of code represents hours is equal to total seconds divided by 3600. Here we have taken 3600 because in 1 hour we have 3600 seconds. That's why we are dividing it by 3600. In this case, it will divide the total seconds by 3600 since the hour is 3600 seconds. To get the total hours, we calculate this. And seconds still remaining. When you divide by 3600 and still remaining seconds are there, to calculate those, we are doing the steps is equal to total seconds modulus 3600. This is to find out the leftover seconds after remaining hours. Got it? And minutes is equal to seconds still remaining divided by 60. It will convert the remaining seconds into minutes. And since 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, we are dividing it by 60. Seconds finally remaining is equal to seconds still remaining modulus 60. In this case, you will find out the leftover seconds after remaining minutes by dividing by 60. And print hours is equal to hours, minutes is equal to minutes, seconds is equal to seconds finally remaining. In this case, it will print the result in hours, minutes and seconds format. We have taken two examples, that is 3671 and 5000. In 3071, you will get hours is equal to 1, minutes equal to 1 and seconds 11. In 5000, you will get hours equal to 1, minutes equal to 23 and seconds equal to 20. For this example, here modulus has the same precedence as multiplication or division, which has same priority. It works only on integers. Modulus works only on integers. Very useful for divisibility, extracting the digits and time conversions. I have explained in this code. And it is a integer division, which is to get the quotient. It is to get the remainder and combine them to do a practical calculations like time conversions or digit extraction. This is all about the part 2, module 1 in Python programming. If you found this helpful, then subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and share this info with your friends who are struggling in Python. And one more thing, each and every step I have taken from the Python textbook and explaining here. Make sure you are watching till the end and not missing anything. And I have making the simple points for you to simple understand. Let us see once again. These are all the topics covered in this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the